Yes, it was one of my most grueling rides. So I thought I'd do a little introduction here to preface the video and lend a little more context to what you're about to see. So I'll try and make this as brief as I can. Let's just start at the beginning. A few days prior to this ride, both Jen and I got extremely sick, violently ill, food poisoning, stomach flu. I don't know what it was. But the first 36 hours after that began, I was essentially bedridden. Jen was too for the most part, and I almost ended up in the hospital just because I couldn't. I was facing some severe dehydration. Anyway, 2 days after that, I make it to a couch. You know, I'm out of bed at least, and then after that section, you know, going into day 4 and 5, you're just dealing with the residuals of whatever happened. So 2 days without any food at all, then little bits of food, very weak. It was just a long week. This all started late Sunday night and then, you know, lasted throughout the week. So by Friday night, I wouldn't say I was feeling normal, but I was feeling better. And enter Saturday. I've been doing a lot of exploring in western Utah, or I guess eastern Nevada, trying to get to an area called the Tri-Border or Three Corners area. This is where Nevada and Utah and Arizona meet. It's like a four corners area, but three corners. Multiple rides out there trying to find the monument. There's roads everywhere. It takes a little planning. There isn't much for signage to get there until you're almost actually at the monument. So from wherever you start, if you start the southern area, say out of Mesquite, or the northern, what would that be? The northern eastern area coming out of Utah, you're just kind of searching maps, trying to figure out the right roads to get out there. So enter Saturday, a week of illness, and Jen and I are feeling well enough. We have a big breakfast. We're gonna get on the bigger bikes, the KLR, the Himalayan, and we're gonna make an attempt to find this monument. Shortly after breakfast Saturday, Jen gets sick again. It's kind of the thing we were dealing with all week. We'd eat something and then we'd get sick. And we just had to keep dealing with this on and off, day and day. So long story short, Jen cancels. I'm flying solo. And originally I was going to take the XT out and do some wash riding, but then Jen was like, why don't you just take the Honda and scout out, maybe try and find the monument. I was like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. So off I go, fully loaded. Now it's cold, wind is howling. I load the motorcycle up with all my gear, just like if I was almost going for an overnighter, mainly in case, you know, in case something happens and I gotta go into the night or something. I gotta have extra clothing, lots of water, extra gas, you know, all the necessary items to survive essentially, which ultimately adds weight to the bike. Where I'm going with this is that I ended up having to pick the motorcycle up, I don't know, 20 times, maybe more. I'm not sure, over the course of the ride, and I just was physically exhausted. Like everything, there's variables across the board here. I made a couple of mistakes in this ride. The first mistake was I was still sick. I took off and I was still sick. I wasn't 100%. Mistake number 2 was I didn't eat. Like I mentioned, we'd had a nice breakfast, but as time drew on, when I got to the monument, I should have stopped right there and forced myself to eat, but I didn't. I pushed on. It had taken hours to get to the monument. Once I got there, I decided not to go back the way I came, but to push south into Mesquite, which was an entirely new route. So at that point, I had maybe 3.5 hours of sunlight left, and I was pushing it. So I wanted to get to Mesquite, get back on the highway, and get home. You know, you start getting, with the sun going down and everything, you just have a bit of a sense of urgency. The terrain riding to the monument wasn't bad, typical of the desert, gravel, pretty much hard packed dirt road. No big deal really. After the monument, for a ways, the path or road was okay, and then it went interesting. It's just deep, soft sand, and I started having to deal with very, very steep, at times almost vertical hills heading due south to Mesquite. What the problem was, when I got to the hills, they were some of them were deep sand, some of them were not sand at all. They were baseball or larger size rocks, piles of them loose. So as soon as I hit it with the Honda, I could only get so far before the back wheel started spinning out. It was just so loose, and then I wrecked the bike. And this just happened over and over again. If it wasn't the rocks, it was the deep sand, and I kept dropping the bike. I was trying to get up inclines, dealing with the sand, picking up the bike. It's over and over and over again, and it was just absolutely exhausting. With the added weight to the bike of all the gear I was towing, my physical condition, not putting calories in my body, everything compiled to make this a disaster. I wasn't sure of distances. I did bring extra gas, but I got to a hill where I just couldn't get up. I couldn't go around the hill and climb up through the desert because there were drop-offs on either side. Essentially, I was stuck at this point. I thought about turning around and heading back the way I came. However, because the distance was so great that I was concerned about running completely out of gas. And at one point during the ride, I did have to add gas once I got back on the highway. But so I had to push forward. I did manage to get back up the hill, and then I continued to drop the bike. I was just physically beat, and yeah, it was a very, very interesting. Let me go way back to the very beginning. I started off this ride. I should have stuck to the main roads and continued on the routes I was searching for, but I got off and tried some wash riding, and I got jammed up and dropped the bike and had to get it turned around and do all this stuff, which from the get-go. From the get-go, I was just dealing with problems. So all this goes by. I get up, I get to the final hill. I at this point, I wasn't even recording. I was so delirious. I didn't know if I was hitting the camera. So some of the video is I didn't even record, but I got most of it, but some of it I just didn't even know what I was going on. I didn't even care at that point. And like I said, I get to the top of this final hill, and I really don't know if I'm going to have to deal with more hills like this. I anticipate more sand, and at this point, I've got like 30 minutes before the sun's setting. It's just like, oh, if it gets dark out here and I'm in this, the wind is howling. I mean, it's 20, gusting 30, 35 miles an hour. The temperature's dropping, sun's dropping, all these things. I'm physically ill and sick. Oh, it was such a good time. And my final decision was, if I could not get up another hill, I was going to leave the bike, and I was just going to walk the remainder of the dirt roads until I got to Mesquite, to some asphalt where Jen could find me. There's no way she could have found me back in those dirt roads. There's roads everywhere, and it takes some pretty good navigation to figure all this area out. If you don't ride it, you're not a local, you can get lost really easily. So my final decision was, if I cannot get this bike out of here, I'm walking. I'm gonna at least walk in to civilization, to the asphalt. Jen can find me this way, and we can come back at daylight and get the bike. Fortunately, that didn't happen. I was able to get up the hill. It was the final hill, and it was pretty much just rocky, deep sand again until I got to the edge of the mesa, which would drop me down into Mesquite. And I got down that mesa. I don't even know how you get up that, honestly, on a motorcycle looking back. It was just a deep sand ride all the way to the top of the mesa, steep. I don't think I could do it on the Honda, to be honest with you. Maybe a small two-stroke dirt bike could get up it, but I don't know. I'm very happy I did not take the KLR on this ride. That bike would still be back there right now if I had taken that one. The Honda CRF300L by itself weighs just over 300 pounds, 309 pounds, something like that. With all my gear on it, I mean, I don't know, probably touching 350 or so, maybe a little more, or thereabouts. So one thing I ultimately learned the hard way over this trip is that weight's a serious consideration with a motorcycle when you're riding out like that. If that bike had been any heavier, I would have had to left it. I would have left it and walked out. It's just, there's no way I could have continued on. I was at my wit's end, physically, mentally, from continually picking it up. And, you know, we're talking under 400 pounds here, maybe 350. And it almost broke me, to be honest with you. So ultimately, I've learned a really interesting lesson, and that lesson being weight of a motorcycle. Like, yeah. So some very, it's just going to be a very important factor to consider on future rides. Overall, it was a great experience. You know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, about riding, and you know, you get what you can out of it. It was bad and miserable at some spots, but you know, I wasn't scared, so to speak. I knew I'd get out eventually, but just having to bring someone in for help and the inconvenience of it all is just really what bothered me about the whole situation. But you know, that's life, that's adventure, that's what happens when you go out there sometimes. You know, it can't always be easy and fair weather. So take what you can from this video. If you learned anything, I know I've learned a few things. Don't ride sick. Make sure you get plenty of calories, bring plenty of food, plenty of water, and communication devices, all the gear you'll need. I mean, it's just play it as safe as you can, I guess. Apologies, I left the video a little long. I've already cut like over an hour and 20 minutes off the video, and it's still almost an hour long, but I decided to leave it that long because to see how it all plays out, you know. So forgive me on the length of the video, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed. I know I sure did. Thank you for taking the time to check this out. Let's have a look. Had to come have a look. Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you all are well. Going into mid-February out here in the lower desert. It's a cold, extremely windy day, but I'm out here doing a little scouting on the Honda CRF300L. So I was on the main dirt road and something caught my eye. I was like, well, I'm gonna go have a look, because that's what I do, is I go have a look. And I got out in this wash, and it continues down, but it's not my main target today. But I just wanted to come have a look, and of course, you know, I laid the bike down. I dropped down on some limestone here. I don't know if I can get back up that. I came down right here because I can't get the bike through that, so I'm gonna have to go up this. And wow, this looks worse going up than coming down, so I may have to walk it up it. Well, there you have it. Don't go down something you can't get back up. I don't know if I can get up that. I gotta, maybe I can push through this tree. Well, I'm gonna have to do that because I ain't getting up that. Oh boy. Okay, well,
That might work, but I got a big branch bent up back there. If that thing goes while I'm underneath it, it's gonna... Well, I do have a helmet on, but that can knock me out, man. Smacks me in the face. Man, all right. Let's see if I can do this. I'm making an absolute flipping mess. All right. Come on, I got a hole right there. Come on. Come on. Oh, don't let that branch come down. Come on. Oh, come on, baby, we're there. Okay. Whew. Well, that was an adventure. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm gonna get back on the main drag here and continue on my scout. This is definitely not CRF territory, but it's XT territory. Good Lord, that was something else. Whew. All right. Okay. Whew. Well, I've warmed up, that's for sure. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna get back on the main drag and head west and continue this ride. Whew. Okay. Okay, so I blew by this road. I had to backtrack a little bit. I'm dropping down into the wash here and seeing where this takes me. Oh, I'm like, what is that sound? It's like it's the power lines above me. Okay. Oh. Well, I've never been down this road before, so I don't know how bad it'll be, if it'll be bad at all. I called this this is my scout bike. I mean, it really is. If I want to go somewhere on the KLR, I'll usually, within distance, that is. Ooh, that looks pretty bad. Do I want to do this? I'll usually take the Honda before I'll attempt it with the KLR, just because if I get in trouble on this bike, it's a little easier to deal with than with the KLR. Oh man, that's ugly right there. Oh jeez. I'm gonna walk this down a little bit. It's like completely rutted out to the right, and it's a steep drop, so I know I'm no hero today. I think I've already had my exertions. I don't want to pull a bike out of that right there. Okay. Wow. Wow. Can you get back up this? Yeah, I can get back up this. I got two roads bearing off. Dang it. Presuming the right is my way. I gotta double check. Like I said, I always say this, there's a maze of roads out here, so you just have to constantly check yourself. Looks like I go right. All right, at some point I gotta descent, like a good one, down in there. Yeah, and I'm wondering how interesting that's going to be. There's Beaver Dam Wash. Whoa. Ease up, buddy. Oh, is this my descent? Let's just take this easy, shall we? Yeah, well, I feel like I can get back up this no problem. So I'm going to drop down on the wash here. And I shouldn't have any problems. Back in the wind. It is raging today. Take a minute and pull some layers off. Get down here, it warms up 15 degrees. It's just incredible, the temperature change. Man, I had to pull out the thermals and everything out of my pants. Whew. It is pretty warm. It feels great. It's freezing up there. Okay, proceeding on. I was looking down when I was up top and into the wash here going, man, none of that looks familiar. And that's because none of it was familiar. I've never been in this section. Every time I've dropped into this wash, it's been farther south. So this is all new to me. I think this just goes straight on up. Oh, you just have to get down this stuff here. No, don't lose it. Come on. A little bit of deep sand there. At least there's no. Looks pretty simple to get through this. Oh, wow, that's very deep. Well, okay, well, that was simple enough, and I'm back up. Liking that. Let's just see how the ride up goes. So far it's loose. Let's stay in first. Let's see if I can even get up this stuff. Oh man. Whoa. All right. Come on. Oh. Man. Get out of that. What I don't want to encounter right here is a truck or a side-by-side flying down this thing. There's not much room to maneuver. Let's take a break right here. That's a pretty cool view. All right, let's continue on, shall we? Oh, the road's not too bad out of here. Or up, that is. I think it's worse on the eastern side there, across the wash going up. But I'm not totally up yet, so I can't say for sure at this point. Okay. Whew. That's it, we're up, baby. Hell yeah. Whew. Well, that wasn't bad. Couple interesting sections for sure. Okay, I'm heading due west to an area called Terry Benches. Oh. Oh. That's a fun road. Jeez. Yeah, this road, it's got some tracks on it. That's good. Someone comes down it. I haven't seen a soul today, really. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, come on. Just lost it there. Sounds like two roads side by side. Okay. Not sure what this means, but I think I picked the crappier of the two. Oh, it doesn't matter. Looks like it's going to empty out into this anyway. Oh man. Right, okay, alright. Terry Bench Road. Alright. In close. Good news. I've on my way. Tri-State Monument. Booyah! Alright, sign says right over there. So let's not be far. That's encouraging. Whew. All right. Oh, there's a side-by-side going really fast. We're gonna give this guy some room. Well, there it is. The side-by-sides. That's where Utah, Arizona, and Nevada meet. Right there. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go have a look, shall we? This is my road. Finally. Oh, mercy. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Nevada, Utah, Arizona, right there. Made it. All right. Made it. Now we gotta get out of here. So I'm gonna try and head south to Mesquite and then take the highway back. So I still got some riding on the dirt, and I was talking with some people. They came up from Mesquite on their side-by-sides, and I'm gonna try the route that they came up on and see if I can get back. I've only got maybe let's see, maybe 3.5 hours of sunlight left. So I don't want to be out here in the dark, so I need to figure out my route and get moving. All right, he said he pretty much followed the fence line all the way up here, so I'm presuming he means this fence line. So I'm gonna try this route. I put waypoints on the route I took in, so if I got to, I can ride that back if I just can't figure it out, but hopefully I don't have to do that. So there you have it. Man I was speaking with said, oh wow, that's just there. There's the trail laid out in front of you all the way out there. Said that the winds were calmer out this way, so I don't know. That would be nice. Oh, wow. Oh. You gotta be kidding me. This must be the sand hill he's talking about. We're going to take the gentler slope down. How about that? This is gentle. Oh, I need some gentleness right now. Okay, that'll work. Okay, I think we're good. That was a fun little section. Alright, well, let's just, I think we're in the right direction. I'm going to stop here in a second. Alright, let's do this now and double check my route. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but that right there is me. That's Mesquite. So it looks like I might have a straight shot all the way to Mesquite on this path. I hope that's true, because that should put me there in an hour or so. I'm getting my butt whipped through this deep sand. Hardening up a little bit. Oh man. Nope, it's not. Come on, baby. Okay, there's the power lines. Roads everywhere. I gotta figure out where I'm going. Looks like I just stay straight. Oh boy. It is deep sand, baby. Oh. Man, I hope it's like this the whole way back. Oh, mercy. Come on, baby. Get me out of this stuff. Exhausted. Luckily this sand still kind of has moisture in it. All right, I just talked with that dude. He's lost, and he said he went ahead. He was in front of me, and he said I wouldn't want to be on this up there. So there's a road off right there to the west, and that's the route we need to get back to Mesquite. So that sounds good to me, and I really want to get out of the sand. It is nasty. out of state line road. Okay. Oh, this is much better. We both said we're going this way, so that's how it's happening. Oh, if I can get up the damn thing. I got a hand to the Honda, man. She's been through a lot today, and she's trucking through all this stuff. God bless. I'm not out of this yet. Oh. Deep, deep, deep. This sand's worse. Oh man. Okay, I'm out of that. There we go. Oh, gravel. Thank you. Thank you, gravel. So nice to see you. Hard ground, boy, I tell you what. Loving it. Oh, shh. Whoa. Well, I hope someone doesn't come down this thing. God bless. Okay. Okay, let's give this another try. No! Oh boy. Okay. I'm not going back down that. I'll walk this thing up. I got to. Jesus. Done. Holy shit. Oh boy. Back in the deep sand. Just trying to keep the throttle up in this stuff and not wipe out into a damn cactus. Oh boy. Come on, come on! Oh, come on! Ugh. Shit! My leg's trapped underneath my pannier. Come on! Son of a bitch! Woo! Look at that! I almost went into a choya. Oh. Holy smokes, that would have sucked right there. God bless. Oh. Oh, good clean fun, right? Oh boy. Yeah, okay. Oh. No. Come on. Come on. Good Lord. Okay, how am I on gas? I'm just under a half tank now. And I'm still a ways from Mesquite. Well, the good news is I can see houses in the distance, like way out there. So closer than I was a minute ago. I gotta check the map again. Oh man, this is just absolute beat down. Got to be kidding me. This big rock is in the way. Down, Jesus. Okay. Calm wind? I don't think so. I don't know if I could get up that. Oh, jeez. This doesn't look as bad. I'm in trouble. I can't get up this shit. I'm exhausted. I'm really in trouble. Every time I lift the bike up, it flips over on the other side. I'm out of gas. Oh, man. Let's just go up the desert instead of the dumbass road. Screw you, road. I gotta stop and drink some water. I got miles and miles and miles of shit to go. Forgive my language, but I might have overestimated this one. I'm exhausted. Well, that worked on that one, but keep going. And it just looks like it's just sand out there. So if I keep at it, maybe I can get to Mesquite before it gets dark. I want to be doing this in the dark. Got a cactus in my hand. Brutal ride. Well, look at this. Shit. Oh boy. Man, it looks worse than it is. If I were fresh, this wouldn't be bad, but I'm on empty, man. Oh. Come on. Oh, good Lord. Just. I'm so spent. Now the bike's like upside down. Okay, I took a little break, drank some water, got something to eat. Shit. Get my nerves back together. I wouldn't say I'm refreshed, but I'm still in the fight. And I'm gonna get out of here. Because there's no other way. It's too steep. I can't get up it. Alright, I got up it. My back is absolutely ruined at this point. If I can get down this side, laying her down. I think there's a golf course right over the hill. Oh, sweet Jesus, come on. Come on, baby. I know that's what I saw. Oh, tell me this is down. Oh, baby. Don't be a shit show. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I don't care. I'm going down. I don't care if I wreck the whole way down. We're gonna walk down. I just don't give a shit. Forgive my language, but I'm done. Please let me get down there. You're doing good. You're doing good. Oh, shit. Please let this go and not dead end right there. Oh, it's going. Oh, mercy, it's going. I'm so close. I don't know what to take to get me anywhere. Making a beeline for that hotel over there. One of these roads is gonna spit me out on the pavement. I'm so close, man. It was deep sand all the way down. And just to my left there's Interstate 15, so I just gotta get out of this. Come on, baby. Oh, asphalt. Oh, sweet Jesus. It's over. Hit it. Oh, yes. Oh. Asphalt never looks so good. Oh my God. My back is absolutely wrecked. I absolutely do not recommend that on a motorcycle. The way I came in, yeah, in and out, that's doable, but from Mesquite up on a motorcycle, I don't know. It was brutal. It's one of the most brutal rides I've ever been on. That's true adventure. That's my last bottle of water. I'm gonna chug it, get back on the road. I'm going home. That's it, folks. Stay safe out there. I'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.